Hi again, if you're a returning viewer. If you're a new viewer, then hi as well. I don't know how that works. This is Kit Guru Tech, I'm Schnitz, and today I'm going to be taking you through the Raijintek Asterion, or Asterion. It's something like that. I don't know how you can correct me, but if you can correct me, comments below. This is the case here. It's a MIDI style case. It has a big open space though. You know, it does allow for a lot of good things. As you can see here, I've gone for the thermal take cooler. It does allow from up to 180mm height on a cooler, so you're not going to have any scratching on the side panel. Talking about the side panel, it does have a hinge side panel with like a little door contraption, which I'll show you in B-roll. Very snazzy, very handy. The panel itself is tinted acrylic. Me myself probably would have preferred glass just for the feel factor. You know, sometimes I like that sort of feel factor for it. As you can see, it's got a shroud here. Shrouds. Very good cable management, hiding up your PSU, so on. But if you've got an expensive PSU and you may want to show that off, it's up to you. It has 3 bays for SSDs, the 2.5-inch bays here, but it doesn't, well, I say bays, you have to have little rubber grommets that come in the screw pack with the case itself. What you do is you screw them to the SSD, and then you just plop it down, push it back, and it's locked in, locked and loaded. I think I can probably show you now, actually, Luke, if you just pull it without pulling the case off. No, no, there we go. There we go, rubber grommets. And I've pulled out the SATA cable because I'm a genius. Because my cable management skills are amazing. Back in. Right, so there's 2 in the front, like I say, on top of the shroud, and 1 in the rear. There is 2 further 3.5-inch bays here for hard drives, which is, in my opinion, more than enough. Because currently, most setups are going for having a small SSD for the operating system and then loads and loads of storage. Storage hoarding. Cable management options. Big open space, like I say. I have a bit of an issue. I'll move on to that in a moment. So this here, little rubber grommets you have in some cases now. Raijintek have gone for that. It's a nice clean feel. These little cut out in little triangles, so when you pull the cables through, they flex back and obviously keep that all tidy. They have these little cutouts here that stick out to the back where you can attach cable ties, which I have done, but that leads me on to my issue I had with it. So if I open up the rear like this, you can see there's a big, massive gap in the top here, which is the good thing, okay? If you put in a 316mm rad in the top, or 316mm up to 360mm in the top and the front, then that's fantastic. You put your fans in, you can pull your wires down, you're not going to be doing this through those little holes and so on. It's just big open space, which is fantastic. Because the rear panel is hinged as well, I did find an issue with the 24 pin, because 24 pins are quite thick and quite dense and you have to like squash them in. There isn't many of these grooves here in the correct places, as I'd say them. When I say correct place, I mean my favourite places. So I've built a lot of PCs in my time, not to brag, and I've always found a way to make it look neat and, how can I say, make it useful. I don't know if that's the best word to say. With these, you just want them going straight down in the rear, but I can't pull the 24 pin in because there's nothing there to allow me to do so, which then causes issues when I close the rear panel. There's like a little, I don't know if you can hear it, that noise there. I'm actually pressing my finger against it, which I'll show you on B-roll as well. When I'm pressing my finger against it, it's actually a little arched out like that, so it's not flat against it. Raijintek did use measures to help this. They put a magnet in the top and a magnet in the bottom to try and suck it in, but I don't think they're powerful enough, because they do suck in, but they just pull straight back out. For me, that was a massive issue. It seems to have good airflow. If I had a bit of smoke, I'd probably show you. In the back here, it has about 8 PCIe openings for the PCIe cards, so graphics cards. So if you've got a board that can do quad SLI, then why not? You can put quad SLI in there. Not that you would, but it has the openings to do that. Itself, It has a little fan grill here. There we go, a little fan grill. So obviously if you put your rad there or your fans, it's going to either suck air through there, whichever way you have your fans round, or pull it out. Has an LED light on the front, on the front button, and a Raijintek logo. Let's go to the top and all the little gadgets and stuff. So, powered on. As you can see, it's powered on, and it's the 120mm fan in the rear is white, and so's the two in the front. Don't know if you can see the rear, but you know. So they power on, they come as stock, like I say. Let's go to the top. So the top, it has 4 USB 3 ports and 2 auxiliary ports for a microphone and headphones. And also, it has, sorry, it's my accent, the availability to have a slim optical drive. So slim optical drive goes here in the front, and you can put your CDs in through the top. How amazing is that? Didn't even notice it until I read up about it. Like I say, it's a big open space. It has fingerprint central again, another aluminium brush effect. It's quite snazzy with the door. I'll show you this, but the hinge is there. Other than that, the price range is probably about £139.99, which for me is a bit steep for what you get. I can understand where they've done with the hinge side panel on the Plus version. The Classic's just a screw on, but the acrylic, I'd prefer it if it was tempered glass, obviously with the issue with the rear where it doesn't really suck itself in with cable management. On to cable management further, the thing I was going to explain is the 4 to 8 pin there with the CPU usually has cable management options. This one doesn't. I like to route mine, it's probably just my preference, route mine down this back end of the case, then come along and then go down into the PSU. But there should be little latches where you can cable tie it in the rear of the case, but there isn't any around that area. So I've had to tuck it in and then hope for the best. Itself, like I say, the price, £139.99, isn't really something I'd want to be paying. But all in all, I quite liked it. It was easy to build in, wasn't too difficult at all, quite spacious, quite nice looking. If you want to see more about this review, then please go over to kitguru.net, where I'll do a bit of a write-up of anything I've missed in the video review. Otherwise, please subscribe for more from me and Leo. I've been Schnitz. I'll see you later. Love you. Goodbye.